Starlight, Starbright, the last star you'll see tonight. I am the last real stargazer, Saturn J Blues. This is the Real Talk Blues, and I'm here because I have a confession to make. For long-time watchers of the channel, you probably know what you think you probably know what the confession is, but this might surprise you. I am a fanfic writer. I am a fanfic writer. Dr. Han, I'm a fanfic writer. I've been writing fanfiction for 15 years. I started because I was like, oh, Beast Boy and Raven look really cute together, and I want them to be together. I wonder if anybody else feels this way. Found fanfiction.net, and the rest is history. Little did I know, my mom was also a fanfiction writer, as well as being an original writer with her own books and things like that. So I'm a fanfiction writer like my mother before me. So the reason I wanted to talk in this video, because I've been writing fanfiction for 15 years. I've also written my own, works, and I actually have a book, or a manuscript at this juncture. Also have a manuscript, that I'm working on. And I found myself having a strange issue. See, I'm a huge lover of world building and lore and, character building and things like that. That's kind of my bread and butter. My mom's like that, my sister's like that. We're all writers here in the family. But we're all big into world building and things like that. But I recently kind of sat down when I wanted to write. I was just kind of like, what's the point? What's the point of doing this? What's the point of, spending all my time on this and not knowing if people will like it, if people won't like it, if I'm just wasting my time and things like that. And one thing I kind of thought of is, as a fanfiction writer, while I'm borrowing somebody's world and their characters, a lot of the ideas that I come up with my stories on my own. I think with one exception to that. Every fanfic that I write is from my own idea, my own ideas. And when I write, that fanfiction chapter, and I post it and all that, people come in, they'll review, and I get that rush, that feel of satisfaction, and it's hard to explain, but it's basically I hate that some people say, oh yeah, your generation just wants instant everything, instant gratification, instant satisfaction, instant everything. And in this case, as a writer, I think that's actually true. When you're going from writing fan fiction, which I'll probably be doing for the rest of my life, and also writing your original manuscripts, which is something I also want to do for the rest of my life, that issue of I don't know if this is going to be good pops into your head. And not only that, it's oh yeah, I finished a chapter, guess I'll just write another one. You don't get that satisfaction that you get from writing a fanfic chapter and then watching as people pour in and look at the thing that you wrote and not and fanboy or fangirl or fan out about it, because I'll tell you right now, I finished a chapter of my manuscript and I did not get the feeling that I would normally get if I was writing a fanfiction chapter. And keep in mind, I love the manuscript that I'm working on. I love it a lot. I've been working on the world building for this for 7 months, and I've just started getting into the story. For max, I've been working on this thing so much, and yet I finished a chapter and it's just okay, I guess I finished the chapter. But then I'll turn around, write a fanfiction chapter, and immediately that feeling rushes in when I see the first review and I see somebody freaking out over a choice that I had a character do. And I just wish, like, honestly, I just wish there was a website where people can, that is similar to, like, you know, AO3 or fanfiction.net, where, you know, you could write your original works and then people can just review it. And don't bring up Royal Sky or Royal Road, because I tried that and apparently there's a lot of like weird like stuff in there, whereas like people won't review your stuff unless you review theirs, or like there's a lot of pro in that situation. And it's like, no, I just want people to like go, hey, I like the summary of this story, I want to read it. Like, it shouldn't have to be like all this one, or, you know, you do this for me, I do this for you type thing that Royal Road has. I just wish there was a website where we can write our original works and then have people, you know, review it like a fanfic. Because I think if writers did that, and I know there's like a lot of like logistic issues too, because like, oh, what if someone read it and then they're like, ooh, I like that idea, and then take it and then do better than you, or like you're almost done with the book, you're just like, you know what, the rest of it you're gonna have to buy the book yourself. Then they're like, oh well, I just kind of read the majority of it, I don't need to know the ending, I could just, you know, get something else to, you know, I could just see spoilers off from someone else or something like that. So I know there are like logistics that would need to be worked out with that, or I could just man the fuck up and just, you know, realize, hey, I may not be, you know, posting this for anybody yet until the end of it all. Stop wanting that instant, you know, satisfaction, you know. And also but it's so hard to do that. It is so hard, because it's like, I'm so excited for people to actually read what I've been working on for so long. You know, I want people to fall in love with my characters. I want them to fall in love with the world that I'm in. I want to watch, you know, as they gasp at, you know, whatever death scene I have come up, and, you know, and like little references, like things I've watched and stuff like that. I want people to enjoy that. But it's like, do I really want, you know, to wait for that? Because also, one thing I also use my fanfiction for is kind of like a soft test for, like, if I want the idea that I have in this fanfiction to become an actual like novel, an actual manuscript for my original work. So I use fanfiction as a testing ground too. You know, so it's like, there's just so much that I think, and I don't know if I'm alone in this. So if I'm not alone in kind of these thoughts, you know, as a fanfic writer and an original, you know, writer, let me know in the comments, because I feel like I'm losing my mind these days, you know? I feel like I'm losing it. This is like, I need to, like, have I been so indoctrinated in the instant like love or critique of things that I can't function or write something without getting that? Maybe I am, I don't know. It's just so hard to, like, I just wish things were a little bit easier, I guess. You know, as both a fanfic writer and, you know, as a fanfic writer working on their own manuscript. Like, I just need some advice. And yeah, it's such a weird, and like I said, back to the idea of like, you know, doing like a Royal Road type website for like posting my original works. Again, I wish there was and I know someone's gonna say, oh well, you could post your original works on AO3. Yeah, that's true, you can, but the issue with that is do people actually read original works on Archive of Our Own? Do they actually read the original works tag on there? Because I don't think they do. I've never read anything in original works. Like, I can't even explain it. Like, I don't think I've seen anyone ever write, ever read any of those. Maybe I should actually look. Okay, so apparently people do write in original works, which is a surprise for me. So there are 379,767 works in original work, and they're all over the map here. So I guess people do right there, but I don't see a lot of like traction in terms of like not word count of like reviews or kudoses and things like that, you know. So okay, so yeah, so a part of me, you know, hello me. But yeah, I guess that answers my question. So I could post on original works, but not a lot of traction. I want something that, you know, like that primarily focuses on original works and original works only, that has kind of like the AO3 setup. If only Royal Road did not suck. If only Royal Road did not suck. But I need to just man up and actually like wait and be patient versus, you know, exploding stuff. Look at that handsome devil up there. Anyway, this has been the Real Talk Blues with Saturn J Blues. And yeah, that's all I've got. Just a little, you know, fanfic, original writer, you know, rant. So I'll see you all next time. I forgot to end this. Bye. I'll see you amongst the stars. I remembered. I'll see you amongst the stars.